It's cold outside, and it looks like the crypto markets could or may be heating back up. It's hard to say, but there has been a little bit of a bounce in Bitcoin yesterday. That doesn't mean that our altcoins aren't bloody, bloody, bloody right now. That's for sure. But what's next? Because it's looking like we're going to have 2 weekly closes below the 50-week. It also is true we have broken the bull market support band. So is the cycle truly over? That's what we're going to be talking about in today's live stream. So do I think the cycle's over? There's a pretty good chance that it is, but I want to make everyone aware that doesn't mean there isn't still money to be made. In a bear market, that is where the real money is made in this place. That is where, as we get deeper and deeper into a bear market, where you really want to be, position yourself into your high conviction plays. So what I wanted to talk about today is how we're positioning ourselves for the inevitable pump forward in the future and what to expect for the rest of the year. Well, first and foremost, for the rest of the year, it's hard to say, but I'm getting a gut feeling. This has nothing to do with macro or technical analysis or the news or anything, but I truly get this feeling that we are going to have a pretty nice Santa Claus rally this year. Now, I could be wrong or I could be right. It's hard to say. If you're making a lot of your investment decisions, listen to a small time KOL like me, then you probably need to do some more research in your positions, right? But I only had a few more minutes that I could stay and stream today. I do have to meet my family for church. I wanted to talk about what are my highest conviction plays right now because I am purchasing Bitcoin in this dip. This has been the cheapest Bitcoin I've been able to purchase in quite a while. We're still DCAing, or excuse me, I still DCA Bitcoin. I'm still adding a little bit to my Ethereum. And on those massive dips, like that capitulation dip the other day, that's when I'm picking up AERO, TAO, and Zora, which are kind of becoming three of my highest conviction altcoin plays. And then as far as my layer ones, a little bit of Solana, a little bit of Sway, and then I'm kind of debating what to do with my AVAX position right now. So I will keep anyone in the loop and post it. If you would like to keep up with how I'm navigating the market, then please check out Dad's DeFi Space, or excuse me, hold on, or join our free Telegram group. Again, it's not going to be free forever. And if you'd like to help support, and also once it becomes gated, it's going to get you into the group, is join one of our partnered exchanges, either Layered Bank, Blowfin, and make a deposit, start trading, whether you are trading with us or just trading on your own. And the thing is one thing that's very important in this space is community. If you don't find a community with us, find a community somewhere. And a lot of our community recently has actually been turning to the Base network. The Base app is trying to kind of be the next level of the all or everything app. They are really positioning themselves. It seems to be more than SocialFi. There are creators, artists, traders, builders, designers. It it's small right now, and it's hard to say if it's actually going to really catch. But if it does, the protocol, the technology, it's awesome. Absolutely. It works very well. Tokenized posts, people trading their content. Um, it gives a new definition to content creators. It also allows them and their communities to own a piece of their creativity, which is awesome. Now, enough. Obviously, we're talking about Zora. That is the use case that I see. Now, I am concerned it is a small cap coin. It can be very manipulated. Um, there is a slightly high inflation rate. So there are issues, but the use case is there. And all the creator tokens on Zora, what are they paired with? Zora. Then what's that paired with? USDC or ETH. We are providing liquidity within some of those liquidity pools through Aerodrome. Again, and that brings me back to our previous article, which is everyone is, especially during this time where the market's not as flamboyant, they are starting to farm that base airdrop. But this isn't just any everyday airdrop. Most of the people are providing liquidity. They're lending out on protocols on the network to try to earn points to farm an airdrop, let's say. With this one, the creator of Base, Jesse Pollock, he's been very, very vocal that you need to be onboarding people. You need to be creating on Base, and creating means posting, whether in content, building an app, building a community, maybe a trading group or something like that. And that is what they're looking for. It's a little vague, but I think you have the idea that they're not going to be looking at the exact same things of many of the airdrops I've participated in the past. And let's be real, this last cycle's airdrop season was not very lucrative in my humble opinion. Anyway, enough about Zora, a little bit of our farming positions. What else can we do when the market has very much bearish sentiment like it has now? Well, first, we can go farm delta neutral or stable coins. What I'm personally doing, not financial advice, of course, is looking at positions on in Pendle. The only one we're in right now is USDI, which is on the Arbitrum blockchain. That is the only one. And a little bit of USD on Base. But I wanted to talk about two liquidity positions that have been performing really well for me now. I'm going to preface, these are risky, and these are my aerodrome plays. Number one is Zora USDC. That's a little bit less risky. It's a wider range. It's been kind of range bound between 0.047 cents and let's say 0.057 cents. And that is given an excellent range where you can short the top, long the bottom. I have shared some of that with my Zora community members and in our free Telegram group. So check that out in the description. Let's see. We were farming Clanker. It's been a very volatile coin. It's kind of like the Pump.fun of Base Network if you are not over on Base. And if you would like to check this out or try to earn money with your own content, check out our link for Zora app in the description. Join with us, add me on there, support me, I'll support you. That's what we're all about. But if you're not into that and you're into yield farming and trading, then check out the free Telegram. There's something for everyone, of course. Also, we just published an article on Dad's DeFi Space on providing liquidity. That's the end part of the article. A market update on what we see over the next week or two. And I go into a lot more detail of what I'm doing during this time. But trust me, it is staking on TAO ecosystem, creating on Zora and Base app, building structure, building community, building my content. And aerodrome yield farming, because I am bullish on AERO. And then, of course, we also trade a teeny little bit of leverage, and our positions actually are now looking pretty good. We have a Bitcoin long that's been running, let's see, what is our entry on that? 83.75. And then we have an Ethereum long, and I just took out an Ethereum short as a hedge right around 86,900. And we'll have to wait and see how that one goes. But to conclude, later today, I'm going to put out a detailed either video or live stream over my market update. We may take a look at my VFAT portfolio. And one thing I completely forgot to mention, if you do use Aerodrome, please be careful. Check out their Discord on X. There was a DNS attack and their front end web service was compromised. Do not go to their website right now till you get the all clear, I guess. I do have one position over there right now. It is Jesse, the creator of Base, who just released his creator token the day before his birthday, and Wrapped Ethereum. And that one has been absolutely printing AERO for us. And that's how we're playing the game right now. But I'll get into more detail about the market, my update, and the video either later today or the edit that I'll upload, hopefully by tomorrow morning. So on a nice Sunday like this, even as cold as it is, please go outside, touch some grass, visit some friends. Yes, keep an eye on your portfolio, but don't let the portfolio become your entire life. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace